Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Jumu'ah Reflections. This is my third video in my reflection series on year 2020, and it is my final video for this mini-series. In this video, I am talking about my online family, and that means you guys. I guess the first thing that we should talk about is why I call you guys my online family and not viewers or followers or something like that. Well, I think there's two main reasons. The first one is that I want more interaction with you guys than just simply one-way interaction that a follower or a viewer might have. I think that we've started doing that. When you comment, I always try to like or comment back. And so I think some of the exchanges, some of the chatting has begun, and I think that's really good. But I think there can be more. There can be discussion or there can be more support among you guys as well. Just not only, me and you, but also among you guys, helping each other. And also, the other reason is because I really want to be a part of your life, a positive part of your life, and I really want you guys to continue being a positive part of my life as well. Some of you have been with me for a really long time. I think I first got on social media in 2010, so about 10 years, I guess, 10 years. And at that time, I was not yet a Muslim, but I used my Facebook for kind of like an album for my work. So some of you guys have already been my family members since then. And I remember, at that time, I fell into the trap of using my Facebook account as my diary sometimes, and you all would always be there to kind of give me advice and support me and cheer me on and make me feel better, and now with this new Facebook account, the one that you are on now, and my Instagram account, the one that you are on now, and also my LinkedIn account, I made these communities, I guess you could say, where I could give back to you guys as well. So it's a two-way relationship. I try my best to give good content and reminders to positively impact you and help you grow. And at the same time, you guys have always been there when I felt lonely, when I felt, I needed a little boost. I didn't always say things directly, but there was always, a handful of you that could read through my cryptic messages and send me a DM and ask me what's wrong, why are you writing like that? Why are you posting these things? We feel like there's something going on. Are you okay? There's always a few of you that can detect because you've been my family member for so long, right? So yeah, that's why I don't like calling you guys followers and viewers. Sometimes I have to on paper if I'm, discussing influencer marketing or whatever with people, but I don't really like it. I don't like it. I like calling you guys my family members. Okay, so that's the first thing that I wanted to get clear, why you guys are my family and not just followers. Okay, now let's now think back to kind of how all this began. So I said I started online in 2010. Yeah, so I think that was kind of like family 1.0. That was like the first kind of evolution of this family. And I suppose you could say that it was more like fans at that time. I hate that word too, fans. But anyway, it was more of fans of my former work when I was, TV hosting, modeling, this kind of thing. So people gave interest in that. And then as I morphed and accepted Islam, and I kind of like left my old first Facebook account and into my second Facebook account, which is the one now. I think the fan base, some of you followed, like I said, but there was a huge number of new family members who came out of curiosity. Yeah, so family 2.0 was people who were curious about my reversion and who I was. So then the third version of this family, 3.0, so the next evolution, was really about my growth as a Muslim. And I think there was so many, especially sisters, who became new family members of mine who were attracted to my class notes at that time. I'm sure some of you remember, right? I think some of you have definitely been with me since then, when I was very new Muslim and I was so gung-ho on learning everything. I went to so many conventions and so many workshops and so many courses and all these things, and I was really like a robot taking all my notes. And I loved sharing my notes, not to show what I learned or to show off like how much knowledge I was getting, but because I was so excited about being a new Muslim and so excited about everything that I was learning about Islam, that I just wanted to share it, because not only was a way to document my notes, but also I thought, wow, this is such a great thing. If I find all of these lessons so valuable, maybe my online family members would find them valuable as well. So Family 3.0 was growth. It was really learning together, becoming better together. And just, striving to learn more about the religion and become better Muslims together. I think we're still doing that now, but I mean, Family 3.0 was very much focused on the whole learning and notes phase of our family. Okay, so family 4.0 was all about my transformation into a video presenter and speaker. So I think that's where more family members came in during that period as well. They were interested in my content. Okay, and then I think that lasted all the way until now. However, right now we are also evolving as a family. I've definitely evolved. I think most of you already know that I kind of took a 2-year break where I wasn't off. It wasn't really a break. I was a little bit more low profile. I needed some time off, to kind of ground myself and everything. So even though I was still posting stuff, it wasn't as active as I wasn't as active as I was before, and definitely not as active as I am now. Now within these past 2 or 3 months, we are going now into online family 5.0. So I have finally become comfortable with the term influencer. So that's why now I write that I'm an Islamic influencer. I wasn't really comfortable with that before. I didn't like the word. I was like, I don't want to influence people, I kind of get the modern urban definition of influencer now, and I have become more comfortable with it, and definitely I find the word influencer more acceptable than da'i. Some people do call me like a digital da'i, and that means a caller to Islam, someone that preaches, or that's kind of a trigger word as well, isn't it? But anyway, it's someone that really shares a lot about Islam and has a motivation to call people to Islam. And yes, I do have that. I do fit the definition, I suppose. But influencer feels more correct because I like to share. I'm into the sharing mode, and I share good things with you. Da'i, sometimes I accept it, sometimes I don't. It feels uncomfortable. I think I'm not a full-fledged da'i. Yeah, I think I'm not. I think I'm a full-fledged influencer. So let's go with that. Anyway, so Family 5.0 with me being an influencer, I hope this is what we can do, is that we can be a team, not only a family now, but we can become an influencing team. So we've got the family dynamics down already, right? We are people who want to improve together. I support you, you support me. But now we can actually do more, because I've been working these 2 months to kind of widen my circle, and alhamdulillah, I've seen that it has widened especially in LinkedIn, where my brand new family members are. There I have Muslims and also non-Muslim family members. And of course, on LinkedIn and Facebook, I have that as well, but even more on LinkedIn. And I think it's so great. So I think that we need now to become a team where we give reminders, but also, we work together to also monitor. So what I mean by that for 2021 is that I need your help with my mission to share, of course, the good lessons and the beautiful values in Islam to this wider audience. I need your help to be a part of my team in many ways. I mean, for example, okay, if there is a typo in my caption for any of the posts, I would really need you to tell me, because now there's more eyes. I can't just be like, yeah, whatever, my family, they understand me, I'm not perfect. Yes, but as you widen your circles, there's more there's more eyes, and there's more possibility of judgment. Not that I'm scared of being judged. I mean, I'm just who I am, but it's something that helps, when copy is well written, there's no typos and this kind of thing. But please don't put it into the comment section. Please DM me if I have a typo, because when you put it into the comment section, it kind of distracts away from the fruitful conversation that could start there. It just becomes a grammar lesson. So it's better if you DM me if I have typos and things like that. And for those of you who have been doing that, thank you so much. Sometimes I don't get to say thank you because it's a lot of messages, but I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for the people that do privately tell me, hey, you misspelled something and I think you meant this. I think maybe spell checker ruins you again. So yeah, help me with that. Just a small thing, but it's a huge thing for me. What's another example? If, for example, a person writes an important comment or an important question that I should address, but I haven't, and you see it, if you have the knowledge, the correct knowledge, and you're sure about it, and you can, use the kind of words that I usually use, that means words that are very diplomatic, that help people to think for themselves, that never scare anyone away, because the last thing that I would want to do is for any of us, you and me included, to be the reason for someone to shy away or back away from Islam or back away from any kind of good values that we might be sharing in our community, in our family, right? So if you think that you're able to do that, you can attempt. I have no problem with that. But I hope that you guys can also alert me through DM as well that, hey, there's this question that's lingering. You should really go and look at it because it's important, And I think we know when there's an important comment or an important question. It's not every single comment. It's not every single question. But when it's impactful, something that could help someone, then it's something that I should address. And I hope that you guys can help me look, because at some point I won't be able to look at all the comments. So let's be a family, let's be a team. Please help me, because as you're helping me, we are doing our da'wah together. We are spreading the good together. Okay, whatever rewards that I might be getting, you will get. Whatever rewards that you are getting, I get a little bit of that too. Okay, so on the flip side, if there is a really terrible, ugly comment, I need to know about that too, and there's always a very diplomatic way to address that. Again, if you're great with words and you know how I usually handle things, I handle things in a very, inshallah, soft manner, with lots of du'as, with lots of compassion, inshallah, to kind of try to diffuse. But sometimes there are just simply ugly comments and people who come in and their only mission is to attack. I need to know that too before that kind of negativity spreads. Please let me know so that I can delete the comment or ban the account altogether. That is really important for our family moving forward as well. Alhamdulillah, I mean, I don't get that a lot, and that's Allah answering one of my du'as, that I would have good family members and good online community. So yeah, I really hope that you guys can help me look for these ugly comments, and especially if you can, and if you don't mind, please be on all of my social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Yeah, if you guys can all be there and help me with this, that would be great. I mean, I can't see everything and I need your help. I really do. And I mean, it's not just about you guys, you know, consuming my content anymore. Of course, I'm always going to be trying to put out good content for you guys, but I really, really invite you guys to be a part of my team now, part of my Dawah team, helping to support one another and also helping to spread the good news, the good values, the good messages and lessons. We gotta help each other. We gotta have eyes and ears open everywhere and be alert for one another. And yeah, please remember that our online family also includes, you know, it's Muslims and also family members of other faiths. And that's a great thing. I mean, I'm an Islamic influencer and I am going to share about Islamically and Muslim inclined topics. But the beautiful thing is that our family members who are of other faiths or, you know, other beliefs, they are actually here to learn about these values that we're putting out. They're open-minded and open-hearted enough to be really curious about our traditions. So let's be mindful of these family members of ours as well, you know. Let's be really welcoming and accommodating to one another, supportive of one another, because I have seen how they have supported me as well on other platforms. You know, when I share a particularly sticky or perhaps confusing concept in Islam, and there have been times there have been people who, you know, who were not Muslim, who came and supported, and that was beautiful. That's what we want right now. That is how we are going to create more understanding. That is how we are going to fight Islamophobia. That is how we are going to fight hatred. That is how we are going to become a better community and a better family together. And that's also how we are going to become a team. That's what we're going to do as a team. We are going to increase understanding. We are not going to be afraid of being Muslim. We are not going to be afraid of sharing our values and the lessons of Islam, because they're beautiful. Nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of at all. So yeah, we have to be open now to, you know, our other family members and also other people who will come and visit our family pages. And yeah, we just have to be ready now to give good explanations, you know, but in a way, please, in a way that creates understanding and does not trigger people. Okay, that is really important right now. If we want to decrease the amount of Islamophobia, the amount of hatred, the amount of confusion and mystery around Islam and the Muslims, we have to be able to control our words. So yeah, the last thing I want to say in this video is my gratitude for everyone who is in my online family right now, whether you are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or LinkedIn. I am so grateful for all of you. None of you had to come and take part in any of my social media, but you chose to. And, you know, and I believe that the Almighty put us together to do something good together, you know, to learn from one another, to support one another. And I surely have felt support and love from many of you in the past, and I hope that I have been there for some of you also through my content, and perhaps some of you through our DMs. And yeah, I'm very grateful. Without this online family, I would not have been able to go through some of the low points in my life over the past few years. You guys were always there with me through my posts, through my comments, whether you knew it or not. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. And especially this year, 2020 was tough on a lot of us, and yet we stuck together. And even more so, our family grew. And I think most online platforms grew, but I'm so glad that our family grew. And I feel like because I came back with a different type of content that kind of let you see into another side of me and also in my home life. I really feel like we are getting to know each other more, and with that I'm also very grateful. So yeah, I'm so grateful, you guys. You have really been there for me. So let's make 2021 even better. Let's become a team and do things together, do good things together. All right? Oh yes, before I go, I should tell you guys about my next mini-series. Now, January is a very special month for me because I became a Muslim in January. And you know, after so many years and so many people asking me to do a video series about my reversion story, how I became a Muslim, I am finally gonna do that. So I think it might be maybe a 4 or 5 part series. It'll be about my reversion story. What faith was I before? How did my parents and family members react? And a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very meaningful mini-series, and I hope you guys will enjoy it and gain benefit from it. So yeah, watch out for that, and I'll see you guys next week on Juma Reflections. Assalamu alaikum. Bye-bye.